Whoa, not good. It is no LaCroix, I will say that. Can we get some better lighting in hotel bathrooms, please? Let's start a petition. All right, so today is November Raves and Rejects. This is where I do my favorite and least favorite products of the month, or just since whenever I last filmed a Raves and Rejects video. Has the lash even on? Who knows? One of those makeup days. So let's just get into the products. If you're excited for this video, you can give it a thumbs up. I have a Raves and Rejects playlist that I'll link down below in the description box if you want to see my favorite products from the last months and years. I've been doing these for a long time. I don't actually know. When's my oldest Raves and Rejects? Probably like 4 or 5 years. All right, I'm gonna start out with foundation slash face products because that's what I am most excited about 24/7. First is the foundation that I'm wearing right now, and I've just been reaching for this a ton lately again. I kind of just rediscovered it this past month. I talked about it in my Foundation Friday recently where I kind of went through foundations that I've been trying out again. And this is the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation, and I just wanted to talk about this again because I just forgot how beautiful this looks on the skin. If you have dry to normal skin, if you have oily skin, you might be able to make this work, but you're definitely gonna have to use like a mattifying primer, mattifying powder over top. If you have dry skin and you like more light to medium coverage, you can get this to a solid high medium if you build it up. I have a whole review video on this foundation that I'll link down below if you want to go watch the full thing, but using this applicator, I would say you do get about medium coverage just off of one layer in like first application. The thing I love about this is that it has a dewy finish and it looks like skin. It does not look like you have super makeup-y foundation on your face. It just becomes one with my skin, you know? Shade, by the way, works for me really well. This is in the shade Light Ivory 106A. If you found that it ran out really quick, make sure you are flipping your cushion over. You'll have tons more makeup in here. Take it out, flip it over. It'll be like fully soaked again. About 80% of the products in today's video you'll have heard me talk about a ton lately in other videos because these are products that I use almost every day. So this is definitely one of those products that you guys have heard a lot about lately, but I am in love. This is the Physicians Formula Airbrush Pressed Powder. Physicians Formula powders typically work very well for my skin. There's something about them, but this one is like next level. The way that I actually use this is to set my liquid foundation. So I have a tiny bit on my cheek area right here. I don't have any on my forehead, but I did put some right here just to blend on top of the cushion foundation today. And I usually set my liquid foundation with this just in the areas that I need to. It adds coverage. It covers my scarring. So you can get really good coverage with this. The shade works for me. It's a tiny bit on the dark side, but it's doable. I'm pretty sure there's only like 3 shades in this. Physicians Formula really needs to work on their shade ranges across powders, foundations, everything. It really is like an airbrush finish powder. It looks like your skin. You can't see a powder like sitting on top of your skin. Love this powder, also from the drugstore. So in the past, ColourPop Super Shock Cheek highlighters, I haven't really reached for a whole lot just because I had this image in my head that they were like typical kind of cream highlights where you can't really apply them on top of powder, and that's definitely not true because these are so almost like, I mean, if you've felt ColourPop, you know, it's not a cream and it's not a powder, so it applies fine on top of powder. I'm wearing it right now. This is in the shade Smoke and Whistles. This is beautiful for like a subtle, but still, I mean, you can see it. It's not going to be as intense as Flexitarian. This one I like too, but on an everyday basis, I just reach for this one a lot more because I can actually wear this on no makeup days where I want my face to look like it's glowing, but I don't want to look like I have makeup on. So it just sits on the skin really nice. I love that I can put it on and just press it on top of all of my usual foundations and powders. The reason why I never reach for cream products is because I don't like having to do it underneath the powder. It just like screws up my whole method, you know? Now that I'm looking at my basket here, most of the products from this month were actually Drugstore that are favorites, so that's exciting. But this one's also super affordable from ColourPop. 2 more things you guys have heard me talk about 50 million times. Can I have a new number? What number should be my new number? I say 50 million or 5 million or some variation of 5 every single time. What's your number? Let me know down below. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with both these. This is the Flower Beauty Trio. I'm pretty sure I found this again in the products I never reached for video. I really like filming those. I'm going to keep doing those because so many of the products that I've been using and incorporating are ones that I find in that video. This is actually in the shade Medium to Deep. The blush obviously broke. This broke when I was traveling. These are very powdery and soft. The highlight shade in here is too dark for me. This one doesn't work for my skin tone, but it's pretty as eyeshadow. The blush in here I loved, and the bronzer is what I reach for most often. So I just use it with one of two brushes, and this is what I use the other bronzer with that I'm going to talk about too. Both of these brushes I'm in love with. The Flower Beauty bronzer brush, and then this one's by BH Cosmetics. It's the #1, but I'm pretty sure it came in a set. This brush alone is worth it. Knowing BH Cosmetics, I don't think that set is more than like $15 or something. I would pay $15 for this one brush. I've talked about this before. You can use this for bronzer, you can use it for face powder. It is so soft and it has a really nice density to it. I like this because it's super easy to blend. It is more powdery. So what I do is I just go over with my powder brush, nothing on it, just whatever's left over, and kind of tap it out. And it tones down any of like orangey tones in bronzers and just like really helps to blend. I also love this bronzer. I am obsessed with this. This is the Sun Obsessed Sculpting Bronzer in the shade Major by Collab. I did a full face collab video, and that's where I found this bronzer. Also, I've talked about this so many times. Less powdery than this one, so if you're not a fan of powdery formulas, then you might prefer the collab one a little bit more. Here's the tones next to each other. So it is quite a bit lighter. It's just a different tone too. This one I can just like do with any kind of look. If you're deciding between which one you want to pick between the two of these, I would say if you're already thinking about getting a new blush and you like kind of pinky blushes, go with this palette because you get 2 in 1. But if you're just looking for a new bronzer, I would say I would probably recommend this one over the Flower Beauty. Love them both, but I do really love this one. Quick deodorant mention because I found the best smelling and best working deodorant on planet Earth. This is the Old Spice Amber deodorant. I've already stocked up on these because I am so in love and I hope they never discontinue this scent. It is a men's deodorant, but men's deodorant, oh my God, it smells so good. Men's deodorant is the only thing that works on me, and Old Spice doesn't burn my armpits. A lot of men's deodorant is like so strong that it can actually cause like burns underneath my arms. This one doesn't burn me. Always a plus when your deodorant doesn't burn you. Scent Amber is so nice. It doesn't smell super manly. I would say it smells more of like a amber body lotion, like Bath & Body Works Amber or something. We all knew this one was coming. Joe Brow Pencil. I'm actually almost entirely out of this one. Yep, I have like maybe 2 days left in here. I use the shade Black Brown. I already bought a backup of this on CVS. This is such a nice drugstore brow pencil. It just has the perfect formula. It's blue on one end. It's what's on my brows right now. Pretty much in any video this past month, if you're wondering what's on my brows, it's been this. I've been using this every single day. I don't feel like I need to go in with any kind of brow pencil, brow gel, anything over top of this to like fill them in more. I can do a really natural look. I can do more intense brows. It's not too creamy. I just love this. All right, not gonna lie, I rarely get excited by new mascara launches just because I feel like I have a combo that I've used for so many years that just works so well for my lashes, and 99.9% of mascaras I don't like. I love my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is what I've used for years. I love layering it with Catrice Glamidol. That's like the best combo I've found thus far until NARS Climax came out. I know, quite the name combo. I think in one of my last videos I was wearing this with the Urban Decay 69 lip liner. This is a ridiculously pricey combo. Do I think you absolutely need both of these together? No. You can wear this on its own as well and just layer this up. It gives you a similar effect to Too Faced Better Than Sex, but when they're layered, it is magical. You get so much volume. This combo is definitely for people who like intense lashes. Like, I'm talking the volume, a little bit clumpy. I like a little bit clumpy. Like, if I'm going to be layering mascara, I usually don't like natural looking mascaras. I want my lashes to look like as voluminous as possible. So that's the look that I like. If you also like that look, try layering these two. I don't find that this one runs. It's not waterproof, but I don't find, like in the Seattle rain and stuff, it's not like running down my face or anything. Here's Too Faced, here's NARS. So as far as like just how big they are, they're pretty similar. This one has a little bit of a curve to it, but it is rare that I like another mascara, and this is one that does work really well for me. Perfumes, I've been reaching for a ton. The Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to describe this. A little bit ambery, but like really sweet. I showed my perfume collection in a past vlog, so if you want to see kind of my perfume taste, what I go for, I feel like that's a good way to tell if you're gonna like a perfume because you can kind of see if you have similar tastes as that person. So go smell this in Sephora. I've been reaching for it a ton. I find that it's like sexy enough and ambery enough for winter, but still really sweet. I like wearing this like on dates and things and just like going out at night, because it does have that like sexy smell to it, but it's not too intense and it still has that warm vanilla sweetness to it. All right, Cloud Blush, and just for fun, if you're looking for a gorgeous, affordable blush, pinkish, but not too pink. This is just like the perfect everyday blush shade that literally goes with any look. It's not too overpowering, just gives your cheeks that flush of color. You can't go wrong with this shade. This isn't just for fun. I've used this in so many videos this month. In love. So I recently did another Amazon must-have products video, and I mentioned this mirror in that video, and I just feel like I need to mention it again because it is makeup related and it is beautiful, functional, cheap. That's what I'm looking at right now. This is a travel makeup mirror from Amazon that just folds up, folds down, super compact. The mirror, I haven't had any issues with it breaking because it has this padding around it, so it's easy to pack. You could slip this in your carry-on, your check-in luggage. If you're in the market for a good travel mirror, this is where it's at. Something that is not drugstore and that is extremely pricey but super effective, and I've noticed a difference in my skin with, is the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. This is a 12% AHA. I talked more about this in my skincare routine video that I did this month, where I showed you every single thing I use in the morning and night, so I'm not going to go super into this. But if you have textured skin and you've been on the hunt for an AHA that works and really helps resurface, this is pricey, but it works. I'm going to continue purchasing this. If you guys have any other suggestions for something cheaper that has similar ingredients, definitely feel free to let me know down below, because, oh, I thought that said refrigerate. It says refine and regenerate. I was like, definitely haven't been keeping that in the refrigerator. Some skincare you are supposed to keep in the refrigerator. My philosophy on that is that if it's in the fridge, I'm forgetting about it. It's not going on my face. If you want to know everything I've been using on my skin, definitely check out the skincare video. I will link it down below. What's next? A heavy ass candle. Okay, so this is the Collection Blue Mint candle from Target. I showed this in another vlog. I've been vlogging a lot this month. This is a soy wax candle, and some people were asking why you're supposed to have soy blend candles for dogs. I got this because when I had my foster dog Love, the answer is that you should Google it because they're going to tell you a lot more than I can. But basically, there are certain carcinogens and toxins that dogs are a lot more sensitive to, and it can affect them more than humans. Probably not great for humans either. As I was kind of like reading more about it, I was like, wow, I don't know how I feel about other candles now, like for humans too, because apparently there are a lot of questionable ingredients, and candles aren't regulated by the FDA at all, apparently, as I'm burning my Bath & Body Works candle back there. That aside, totally off topic. This smells so freaking good. It smells like mint and really fresh, but also like a guy candle, like cologne-y, musky, but not too strong. It doesn't smell as strong as a Bath & Body Works candle, but it does totally fill your whole room. Am I the only person that walks outside to then walk back in so I can smell how my room smells? Because you know when your nose gets like used to the scent and you can't smell anything anymore? If you walk outside and then walk back in, then you can have the sensation all over again of like having your house smell really good. All right, and then last up is a product that I don't think I've ever talked about, but that I've been using since I first bought this on Amazon. This is the Malibu Hemp Golden Glow Skin Firming Bronzing Moisturizer, quite the name. This is basically a gradual tanner. I wouldn't even call it a tanner though, but the color that this gives you is so beautiful and you literally cannot mess this up. This, I believe you can find for like a few bucks at Walmart too. We don't have a Walmart close by in Seattle, so I ordered this off of Amazon, but I ordered this because it had really good reviews and I totally understand why. This is something that I've been using every season, like since I got it, so summer, fall, and now into winter, still using this because I like it as a moisturizer, but I also love the color that it gives my legs. It's so subtle and not self-tannery at all, not orange. It smells amazing, and you can literally put this on and live your life, people. You don't need to worry about this streaking or anything. It's not like a tanner. It's very gradual, so you just don't have to worry about that. Like, I can put this on, I let it dry for about, I don't even know, 5 minutes, and then put on pants, and it's totally fine. And this is also great to sleep in overnight. The color does build, so if you use it a few days in a row, it's gonna look like you have a tan. If you just use this once a week or once every few days, it gives your legs, or gives wherever you use it, I just use it on my legs, but it gives your body like a really nice tinted color, but not too self-tannery. Ooh, I tried Spindrift. What's it called? Spindrift. Whoa, not good. It is no LaCroix, I will say that. I've actually been loving the Dasani Black Cherry. Dasani Black Cherry is amazeballs. Where did I put my rejects? Oh, they're there. All right, so I have a few rejects to mention here. I have tons of reject products that I try out that you guys see in videos, like tons. If I went through all of them, it would be like a 2-hour long video. These are just the ones that stand out as being extra shitty or just like not doing what they say at all or just being particularly unpleasant. Love the Joa eye pencil. Really did not love pretty much everything else. Any of the powder products from Joa. The eyeshadow palette, birthday suit, this highlight trio right here, and this bronzer blush situation. This was particularly horrible. Something off with their powder formulas. They get patchy, they don't blend well, they have weird pigment where when you first put it on it looks like nothing, and then as you keep blending it gets like so intense that you look like a clown in like 0.2 seconds. So I just would pass on all of the Joa powder products basically. If you want to see them in action, go watch that video. The Physicians Formula Brow Last Longwear Brow Gel. The shade had such a weird color to it. My brows looked very off. This is the darkest shade, dark brown, and this is just not a dark brown. We're going to talk about this packaging in a second, but let me just show you the shade. It has this like very green undertone to it. It almost looks like it could be like an army green. This is like after you ate McDonald's kind of color, you know. It untwists here, and then you have this super gloopy applicator brush that just gets so much product on it. It's just a little bit awkward to hold because it's so big right here. You almost feel like you're trying to like apply a lipstick or something. Just the way that you have to hold this is a little bit weird. With my Maybelline brow tattoo, because the product is amazing, I'm fine with going in with an eyebrow brush and like just dipping into here and going on, but the actual product is not that great in this, and the shade is very off, and the undertone is just really weird for a brow product. So everything about this one was just a kind of fail for me. So one foundation that I've been trying again since I've had dry skin that I used to like when I had oily skin is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I actually tried this again in a video, so if you want to see how it looked, go watch that. On my dry skin, this looks so heavy and cakey. It's so crazy how different this looked on my oily skin. It looked like dewy and smoothing and super flattering on oily skin. On my skin now, this looks like a hot mess. It looks so bad. So if you've been wondering what I think of this since having dry skin, this one is a pass for me, but on oily skin, I did like it. All right, so those are all of my raves and rejects. I'm gonna link everything down below in the description box. I think I told you pretty much everything on my face right now besides the eyeshadow. I don't even know what's on my eyes right now because I basically had like a fail of an experience with this palette. This was my first time trying this one. The Dark Magic, these ones just were not working out for me, so then I just kept layering stuff, and I have like 4 different eyeshadow palettes on my eyes right now. I have on Kiss Boudoir lashes, so that's what I'm wearing on my eyes. It was a eyeshadow journey today, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. When you're seeing it, is it gonna be Hanukkah? It might be Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah or happy early Hanukkah. When this video goes up, I'll either be in New York or San Diego, to be determined. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.